Happy New Year to all of you, and I wish you good health, more blessings in 2021, and may 2020 situation never repeat. Thank you. So what we're doing at this point, I'm Frank. I'm the CVO, or what you call CEO for SmartSapp or MyNext. I will be taking you through today's presentation. The webinar outline will just tell you a little bit about ourselves, who SmartSapp or MyNext is, and then we'll go through some of the challenges we know you as school owners you are facing trying to reopen in this situation. And we'll also look at possible outcomes. We don't want to deceive ourselves that schools are reopening, so everything is okay, there's no issue, everything will be fine. We don't think like that. We will try to predict some of the problems we are going to come out with, or some of the issues that might even happen as we reopen. So that's what it means. And then how schools are solving challenges. We want to know from you what you're currently doing, or some of the things you have in place to reopen, just knowledge sharing kind of thing. And I'll also let you know how we're helping other schools reopen safely. And we'll show you a best case scenario if you're able to put certain things in place, what is going to happen. And then we'll move on to what kind of offer we have for today. And then Q&A, any question you have, you can ask us. So your experience, if you are a school that is already using SmartSapp or using any of our products, we want to know what is your experience working with SmartSapp or MyNext, or working with us over the past year or 2 or 3, depending on when you started working with us. Is there anyone who is already using our system who wants to just give us a quick feedback, and then we continue?
Yes, please. This is Aaron from Oakbridge International.
Okay, yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah, we've been with SmartSapp for some time now, and our experience with SmartSapp, we love it. I remember when we have issue, we call any of their staff. Anytime they are there to help us. They take time to go through our problem with us and provide the necessary solution that we are looking out for. And I'll give kudos to SmartSapp. Thank you, SmartSapp.
Thank you. Okay, that's to the team.
Hi.
Yes.
So this is Benedicta from Marista of the Sea.
Marista of the Sea. Okay.
Yeah. So my school is currently using your e-learning platform, and I must say it's been phenomenal. We had a few challenges, but we were supported promptly. So kudos to the team. I'm looking forward to a long-term relationship with SmartSapp, and if any school is on there who hasn't joined, my personal recommendation is you are missing out, and so you should definitely join the SmartSapp family. Yeah, so great job to the team.
Thank you. Let's proceed. Okay, so who are we? MyNext, we started out as a mining support company, and then what we simply do is we provide technical support services to mining companies in Ghana and West Africa. And we provide 24/7 support to very critical systems that are operating in the mines. So with what we do, we cannot get it wrong. So if you get it wrong, either somebody is going to die, the mine was shut or something. So we are up to speed when it comes to support and making sure things work. We have no option. Depending on where our background, we cannot do anything else. So that is what we've been doing for the past 8 years. And we ventured into software development in 2017, and we started developing the child security system that we other schools are using. If you are not using it yet, when you try, you see how it works. It's helping schools a lot. So we will go through, and then you will see what it is. So currently we are about 55 people. Thanks to everybody who supported us. Our major clients are Goldfields Ghana, they are in Takwa, and then Newmont Ahafo, they are in the Sinyani area, and then Newmont Achim, the new Ebrim mine. These guys, we are very big there. So if you speak to anyone from any of these mines, ask them how are we doing, how is our service, our relations, everything. Just talk to them. Talk to any of our clients, ask them any question. Usually if you're doing a good job, surely people will talk about it. So that's it. So we proceed. So mining support and then software development. Software development, so far we have the child security system, and then we have remote learning, and now we have the COVID risk rating app, which we are going to explain today. Okay. So challenges of reopening. Some of the major things we see, and you might probably agree with us, is that the biggest problem with a lot of schools is keeping students with potential COVID symptoms at home. Children that probably might exhibit the symptoms or might have COVID, how do you isolate them and keep them home? That is the biggest problem, which is the situation that we want to solve right now. Okay. Ensuring social distancing. So let's say parents are coming in to drop their children and going and all. How do you make sure parents and are not mingling with other students and your staff and all this? How do you keep this spacing as they come in and go? A huge headache. How do you do contact tracing? If a child is tested positive, meanwhile this child has been coming to the school, how do you tell? Okay, or let's say the people bringing these children to your school, if any of them is tested positive, how do you know if this person has even been to your school and with who? Can you tell? We provide the means to be able to tell. If a parent or someone, a delegate or a taxi driver, someone is tested positive, you can tell if this person has been in your school, how many times, with who. And the student that is coming with, immediately you can isolate and start your tracing from there. We can help. You looking at sanitizing and washing, that we don't do, but we know you're going to put that in place. And then how do you ensure you get spacious classrooms? We don't do, but we know you'll be able to help that. So we are able to help to a certain point, and then you continue with the rest. Okay, we are able to help with the technology side, and then the other protocols you also continue. Now, one thing we would like schools to know, and let's not be oblivious to this, let's not deceive ourselves. Okay, note this. If you haven't noted that already, note this carefully, that there is the possibility of new outbreak forcing schools to shut down. I am not a prophet of doom, but it's good to have that in your mind, that the moment we reopen, the situation might spark and then we'll shut back. So put that in your mind as you reopen. I'm not praying for it, but put that in your mind. It might happen. So prepare for that. There's also the situation where you might have localized outbreak within schools, forcing them to shut down. I pray it is not your school, because you might have a situation where the outbreak is just your school and your school will be forced to shut down. This is very dangerous, because if your school shuts down because it's an outbreak, you know what is going to happen? All the parents are going to move their children to the other schools that are keeping good protocols and there is no outbreak. And by the time you are done fixing yourself, there will not be students to return to you, because parents would have lost faith in you. So please be extremely careful and extremely proactive and extremely serious with everything that you are doing. Else, you will lose your school. If there is an outbreak in your school, you will lose all your students. That I can guarantee you. Okay, if I'm a parent and there is an outbreak and thank God my child comes and doesn't have it, you think I'll bring the child back? I'm not going to do it. Okay. Now, students reporting to school with COVID symptoms. That is one of the serious things that is going to happen. Whether you like it or not, students are going to come with symptoms, and even some will be COVID positive and they will be in school. How do you make sure that this doesn't happen? That we're able to help you with the COVID risk rating app. Some parents withdrawing their children from your school because they might feel you are not doing enough to keep the children safe. If parents bring their children and realize that you don't have anything in place, even the washing is not there, you don't have any technology to help anyone to do anything, everything is still as it was, I'm telling you, some parents will look at what you are doing, and then by next 2 weeks, you won't see some students in your school. They are gone because they don't feel that you are being serious. So please, let's take this really serious. And the next one is fear factor in school due to inadequate safety measures. So you might have a situation where a parent might not feel safe, and as a result there is fear, so, and which is not good for your school. Okay, what protocols do you currently have in place in your school? For this, because there's no time, I'll probably skip this. Later on we'll get to the end. You can tell me some of the things you are doing to make sure that your school is safe and ready to reopen. So how we are helping schools to reopen safely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop sharing the presentation, and then we're going to take off and then show you how we are actually helping. So by first showing you how we help with the contact tracing using our child security app, we'll play your short video, and then we'll also play another video that shows the social distancing bit, and then I'll go through a live demo of the COVID risk rating app with you. So I'll stop sharing, and Joseph, if you are hearing me, take over and
Welcome to the simple 3-step guide to using SmartSapp child security feature. Step 1. Once at the school, on the dashboard, tap the drop-off or pick-up button depending on the time of the school day. You'll notice that your own wards are selected by default, while wards who have been delegated to you are deselected. Step 2. If any of your wards will be absent from school, tap on him or her to deselect from the list. You can select your delegated wards for drop-off or pick-up if required. Note that the drop-off or pick-up button will indicate the total number of wards you are about to drop off or pick up. Tap the drop-off or pick-up wards button to generate a QR code. Step 3. Show the generated QR code to the scanner operator for scanning, and that's it. Children are most vulnerable at pickup time, as strangers, even known faces who are not authorized, may attempt to leave with them. It is therefore very necessary that all persons leaving with wards from school are verified with their pictures as authorized to do so. Tap Done Scanning to return to your dashboard. That's how simple it is to drop off and pick up with SmartSapp. In case you were wondering, the On My Way button allows you to alert your ward school to prepare for pickup once you are ready to set off. After selecting the On My Way button, tap Confirm to alert your ward's class teacher, who will then get your ward ready for you on time. This can also be used even when you're already at the school. In the event that your child has not arrived by the close of the drop-off period, a message will automatically be sent to you asking for the reason of absence. You can equally send an absence request in the morning once you know your wards will not be attending school that day, so the school knows not to expect them. With SmartSapp, only authorized persons can drop off and pick up your wards from school. Your ward's security is our priority. To report any issues or make suggestions, please do not hesitate to contact us. SmartSapp. Child security, parent convenience, smarter schools.
It's a sad
So for
truth.
now, we're going to
It's
move
often the
on
people
into
that children know
so that it's not people don't come in and then the place is congested and
that cause harm.
it's all over the place and you don't know what to do. So Joseph, can we proceed?
It's a sad truth, but it's often the people that children know that cause harm and endanger them. Having systems that can check this goes a long way to protect children.
In the mornings when I go to drop my kids in school, I get there and in the morning there's just this traffic congestion everywhere. Every parent is parking, trying to get out, just a whole chaos. Then in the afternoon when you go, another round of chaos. Imagine another school that has more kids that they can't sign in. When you drop the kid and then you leave, if you go back in the afternoon to pick the kid and you get there and they can't find the kid, the risk there is this: there is no record to show that truly that kid was dropped in school. Anytime my driver goes to pick or anyone goes to pick the kid, you see, there is no form of verification to be sure that this person is actually authorized to pick the kid. During your closing time, when parents are coming, picking kids, if there is an emergency right there, it is virtually impossible for you to know how many kids are still under your care. Absolutely impossible. You can't. So I sat back and I scoped out a whole project on exactly how to address some of these issues. So today we are going to introduce to you 3 apps. So 3 apps that gives you peace of mind with your child's security in school, gives you absolute convenience, makes school smarter than ever in all aspects of their operations. Actually, these are not 3 apps. It is 1 app. And we, from today on, it will be known in the world as SmartSapp.
I'm excited that we're going to be joining the SmartSapp family.
And we're very excited about it as parents because we know that today security, especially with schools, is a huge concern.
As a parent of Aves, using the SmartSapp has been very fast for me, especially having my 2 kids on the 2 different preschool campus. I just need to scan it at one gate and it's registered on both sides. And one thing I like very much is the fact that when you're running late, they send you a message to tell you that drop-off is due.
And I'm also proud of the fact that he's a Ghanaian and he's been able to come up with this really innovative app. So let's encourage him. Thank you.
What this app offers is a sea change in the way we do security. It will also usher in other functionality, like being able to pay online for fees, being able to buy things for the kids from the school shop online. It'll enable communications to be much smoother between parents and staff. So we're very excited about it. But the other thing I think is important to note is that for myself, I also do part-time lecturing at a university here in Accra on entrepreneurship and innovation. And I think it's really fantastic that we're using a local company, a high-tech company that has a huge experience in this area, and they've created a fantastic platform for doing this. And I encourage other schools in Ghana to get on board, because it is definitely something we should be doing, which is encouraging local companies rather than bringing in software and other products from outside.
My experience is just simple. It is easy, fantastic, and I have no complaint about that. Very, very comfortable. Sometimes if I come with my younger sister, I don't have to get down. So it's very, very comfortable. Thank you so much.
Welcome to SmartSapp. In this video, we'll show you how you can use the On My Way feature to enforce social distancing during pickup and drop-off of students in your school. SmartSapp's On My Way feature allows parents to alert the ward school to prepare their children for pickup. This is very useful because it helps avoid delays, long waiting times, and traffic congestions. A parent or delegate can send On My Way alert by tapping the On My Way button and then tapping Confirm. As an administrator or teacher, you can view all On My Way requests on the admin portal. Click on the way. You can also filter the student list into On Their Way or Arriving. Children whose parents or delegates are within your school premises are indicated by green, while those outside your school premises are shown in blue. Once a child is picked up, their name will disappear from the list of students. Remember to use this feature to ensure social distancing within your school premises and avoid traffic congestion. As always, thanks for watching.
Thanks for your time.
So all parents with the app, when they are ready to come and pick the child, what they will do is that they will go on the app and just hit On My Way. The moment they hit On My Way, the app is going to send an alert to the school, to the class teacher, or if it's an admin, it will send, and you open your door, you can see all the parents that are on their way. You see them there. The ones that are within the school premises will be green, the ones that are far away will be blue, and you can actually tell how long they're going to get there. So as parents are coming, you are preparing their kids and ready for them to leave. So when the parents get there, they don't have to come into your premises or wait around or get in town. No, you get there now, your child is ready, and then the child joins your car and you move. So the parents, they don't even need to get down in your school premises, because by the time they get, the child is ready and waiting with a security person. He gets there, open the door, enter, you scan, and then they leave. That's the way it works. Very simple, well streamlined, and you don't have a problem. So that is the way it works. Okay, so those are the one for contact tracing. We demoed that, where we keep records of everybody bringing the child and taking the child. If there's anything, you can always trace, see who's been there, who hasn't been there. We've shown you how to ensure that you don't have congestions during your drop-off and pickup by allowing parents to use the On My Way, and then you be alerted, you prepare, and you find. So when you use it, you wouldn't need to have any issues. Now the third one I'm going to demo to you is the COVID risk rating app. I'm going to show you, I'm going to do a live demo with that so that you can have a clear view of what it is. What do you see? What do you see?
That's I can see the screen. So introducing COVID-19 status checkup.
Okay, thank you. So yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. So you can mute, everybody mute, and take all your video in case you have video on, so that we can proceed. All right, thank you. So now I'm going to start the explanation from the admin side. So those schools that are already using us will be familiar with this interface. So the moment we turn it on for your school, when you log in with your login details, you will see this on your screen telling you to turn on the COVID risk rating feature. So you can go here and then see how it works, or if you click on get started, it will take you to where in the admin portal you can turn it on, because by default it's not turned on. You have to turn it on. So I'm going to say get started so that I can go through the demo with you, and then we can all see how it works. So I'm just refreshing. Let me just refresh, and then so that we can start it afresh. Okay, so I'm going to say get started. The moment I say get started, it's going to take me to the settings page where I can turn on the COVID risk rating feature. Those who are using our desktop will be familiar with this settings page. That's where you set up when your drop-off time is going to be, when your pickup time is going to be, and all those things. When the system should send an alert to your parents to drop the children, or when they are absent to send, all these are the things for the child security bill. Now this portion is where you are going to have the COVID risk rating app. So what you do here is that when you come in, you see, if you want to activate, you just click on activate, and it's going to turn on. Now this tool is turned on, but now when you turn it on, you need to let us know when do you want parents to take the COVID risk rating survey or test. So if I want it to happen on Mondays and Wednesdays and Fridays, so I'll select. Once I select, on these days, the system will force all the parents with the app to take the test. If you want it to happen Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, you select. If you want it every day, then you select. If you want even on Saturdays, in case you start having weekend classes, you select. So the ones that you don't want, you just take it off, and which means on Tuesday, the parents will not take any test. The app will not force them to take any test. On Wednesday, the app will force them to take the test. If they don't take this test, they can't drop the children. Those who understand the way our system works will know what I mean by you can't drop the children. But I'll show you when I get to the other side. When you are coming in to drop the children, from the first video, you realize that the parent opened the app and then they have access to a QR code that they scan to drop the child. So on a Monday, if you haven't taken the test to show the status of your child, you cannot have access to that QR code. So when you get there, you can't scan. So you are forced to go through the survey and answer within your family, what is the situation? Is everything okay? Once you can answer that, fantastic. Then we'll open the QR code for you, and then you can scan, and the system will record that your child is in school. If not, the security person will have to send you back because you haven't taken your COVID risk rating test. So once I'm done, I'll just hit on what? Save. Once I hit on save, then it's going to save this thing to my system, and immediately the parents will start receiving alerts to do their COVID risk rating. As a school, the moment you turn on the COVID risk rating, the moment you turn it on, you will see this. Those who have the system with direct turn on, you won't see this. But the moment you turn it on, this is going to appear. So you can see those who have taken the test and are okay. They don't have any symptom. They are fine to come to school is 200. Those who have taken the test and probably have 1 or 2 symptoms and the system feels, no, you wait a minute, let's check what is going on, is 200. And 34 still haven't taken the test today. So you can tell clearly across just by looking at your dashboard. If you want to know that who are the people who actually took the test and then they are okay to come to school, you go in here and you can see them. You can choose. If you want to know those who took and are not okay to come to school, you go in there and you can see them. Or if you go back to the dashboard and you come here, you will see that particular list. If you want to know those who still haven't taken, you click here, you also see them. So that is how it works. I'll come back to this after I've demoed the app so that you will see the way the two work together. So I'll go to the app now and I'll demo the app. Okay, with the app, what is going to happen there is you realize that with a drop off, before COVID you wouldn't see this thing, but now when you wake up in the morning, if your school says today, Monday, you need to take the test, when you open your app, you are going to see this there, telling you COVID risk check. So you need to check your child or children, so, and the family as well. So if you feel that I don't want to take it now, you can just tell it. It will clear. But the moment you tap on drop off, it will come up again. You can't proceed to drop off your child until you take this test. You are not going anywhere. Okay, so and if I go and I'll stay start. So at the start is going to tell you some things. This one, when you do, you read and see clearly what we are telling you there. And here it tells you, I pledge to provide accurate and correct health information about my child. So this is a pledge from the parent, and the parent have to check this, even though you can't proceed again. We want to make sure that people are very, very honest in what they provide, okay? Because if we don't provide the right information, we cannot make the algorithm cannot make the right decision on the status of your child. So it's extremely important for parents to provide the right information. So take survey now. So once I come in here, I'll realize that I have two children, Erica and Abena. So I have the option. So I want to take the test. So I'm taking the test for Erica. So in there, it's going to ask me some questions, and I have to respond to those questions. So once I respond, I keep going. At the end, while the parent is providing the answers, we are at the background grading and weighing these responses, and then we'll make a decision at the end. So let's say he says yes, and it has Erica experienced one or more of the following symptoms in the past 2 days, consistent with COVID-19 symptom: cough, muscle or body aches, sore throat, diarrhea. If I say yes, okay. It says, has Erica experienced one or more of the following symptoms in the past 2 days? Shortness of breath, fatigue, new loss of taste or smell, nausea or vomiting? Let me say yes. And then it says, within the past 14, has Erica been in close physical contact with a COVID patient or anyone who has? So if within your family there is a COVID patient or anyone showing symptoms, that is what we are talking about. So within your family, you need to answer this with all the honesty. Let me say yes. And is Erica isolating because they may have contact? Probably you are currently isolating, and probably you are isolating because it's mandatory. Let's say those who travel and just return, they'll say isolate, whether you have it or not, isolate. If it's mandatory isolation, you are already in mandatory isolation, you need to be honest and let us know. So if I say yes or whatever I say, and is Erica asymptomatic, you could be in a situation where you're probably the person asymptomatic, but it's COVID. Listen, you need to let us know. The logic will decide what to do. Once you get to the end, we will give you immediately the decision is made. That tells you that do not drop off Erica at school. So we tell you right there, don't drop off Erica at school. The app automatically sends a message to the school to tell them that Erica has taken the test and there is a problem. So we'll automatically send a message to the school. So the school knows, oh, Erica took the test and there's this problem. And then we'll further tell you, kindly call your child's school for advice on this. So the school number. So each school will have to supply a number that parents with COVID situation should call. So they will call, and then you will handle the situation. You determine whether okay, stay for a day or two, let's see, or go for a test or whatever. The school nurse or whoever is in charge, somebody has to be in charge because as part of your protocol, somebody got to be in charge so that they can call, and then you need to handle it at your level, how you want it to be handled. Okay, so the parent says this. So once you have this particular pass, orange pass, you can't generate a QR code to drop the child. When you go back and try to generate a QR code, it will not generate for that child. So for now, you see that child is orange, means you can't be in school. So let's take this thing for the second child, who is Abena. So let's say has Abena experienced any of this? We say no, Abena hasn't experienced them. I see experience cough. If you say yes, answer yes. Yes, answer as it is. But for the demo, I'll just go through. And so you do the same thing for Abena. So at the end, we detect and realize that Abena should be fine to be in school. So we issue Abena with a green pass. And this green pass, so let's say a taxi driver or somebody is going to drop the child for you. So you can actually share. So I can go here and share through WhatsApp or email or text or whatever you share with a person. So when he goes, he can open and show that, okay, today this was a test taking and this is the status, and then you can go through. Okay, so that is for that. So now once you've taken the test for the two children, there is a prompt down here that says continue to drop off your children. So when I click on yes, you can see clearly from here that it is only this person that is okay to be drop off Abena. So you can proceed to drop off Abena. So who means this child can't be drop off. So I'll click there and you can see clearly only Abena QR code is generated. The other one, Erica, QR code is not generated because from the analysis, Erica should not be in school based on the conditions that were given. Okay, so and then you can now scan and then you can drop the child. Those that are used to our system will understand when we say the drop off and all that and how this flow actually works. So that is how the COVID rating will work. And when you look at it, so from the parent side, every day, depending on what you want, Monday, Tuesday, you determine when they take this test. The good thing about this is that everybody is doing the same thing. So everybody goes through the same check, either daily or every 2 days or once a week. You determine. Everybody does the same thing. And when you come in here, okay, thank you. So once the parents are taking the test, this is where it's coming to. So you'll be seeing those that are okay, those that are not okay, those who haven't taken, well summarized there. Every parent doing it, we are picking it and only compiling just your school for you, so you have everything before you. Okay. Now under it, for those who haven't used our system, under it, you have, as the parents coming to drop the children. Now when they scan to drop, we pick and we can tell you by class. This class, how many children have come in present, how many are absent, how many. So you can see by classes is all broken down clearly for you. So if you are a school owner, you can just sit and see across my school, oh, this class, this number of people are absent, this. You don't need to move an inch. Everything is well coordinated, nicely on your dashboard, okay, without any problem. And so you see everything. When they are picking them up the same way, you see all the pickup, the number of people picked up, the number of people not picked up. You can see how many children are still in your school, how many have left. Everything well coordinated, well coordinated. So you don't ever need to worry. If it's on my way, you go there and you see those who are on their way coming, those who have gone, those who haven't gone. So many. So that is for that. Any question on the COVID risk rating and the admit dashboard and all that? Before I proceed, any question from anyone? If you have any question, you can unmute and then just ask.
I'm Julius.
Okay, who's school?
Lovely arms.
Lovely. Oh, how lovely. Please go ahead.
Please. Okay. So, how do parents get all these informations on their devices at home?
Okay. So what happens is that if they as a school, what you do is that you have to set up we will request for some information from you, and then we'll set that up. The moment we're done setting up, if you give us the right information, the setup takes less than 30 minutes. It's set up, and immediately your parents will go onto Play Store or iOS Store and download the app. Okay. And once they download the app, that's it. They are on. They'll see all their children and everything, and then they are fine to go. And they'll see all the features, everything, and they are good to go. Okay, so let me go back to the presentation quickly. If you have a question at the end, you can still ask, so no problem. Okay. So here we've demoed the drop-off and pickup, enforcing social distancing within your parents and your staff and all that. And I've just finished with the COVID risk rating. There's a lot of details. When you're actually using the app, you see all the details and things. But for the presentation, we'll just move on. Okay, outcome. If you are able to implement the COVID risk rating app, the kind of things it can help you do as a school is it enables you to stop possible cases from reporting to school till it's confirmed or otherwise. So if you take the test and provide the right and accurate information, we're able to advise that kid to stay home. Okay, so it helps. Now, gives parents confidence in your safety protocols. If the parents come and there's nothing going on, other schools are using this. Parents take the survey every morning before they drop the children. They're able to keep stick, and you are not doing anything. Everybody just wakes up and bring their children. the confidence in what you are doing will be low. You don't want to be a school where parents start moving their kids out because they feel you are not doing enough. I don't think you want to be in that situation. Ensure that all parents are following the same procedure. Remember, you need to move in one direction. Provide everybody the same platform to be able to go through the same process every day or once a week or twice a week. Let them all go through the same process so that you know that there is a process we are all following. When you wake up, these are the questions. And we'll give you the option even in the next release to actually even define your own question you even want to ask further beside what the app is asking. And we're able to use our algorithm to determine the outcome and advise appropriately. Gives you health status records on a daily basis across your entire school. So now health is even more important than the academics. Remember when COVID hit, we had to ignore academics and stay home. So health in your school now is more important than the academic where you are doing. So we better need to look at where the priorities are now. You don't play with safety, health, you don't play with them at all, okay? Enable you ensure that every parent takes the survey before a child is dropped in school. So it allows and makes sure every parent takes the survey, so it's fine. So it gives parent confidence and peace of mind with protocols. So if you put in such a system and parents now know, oh, okay, even in our school there's an app. Before you drop a child, you have to take this, everybody is doing it, and so far it's fine, we're not having issues coming. That confidence alone is huge for you. By the time you realize, you see other parents coming to your school with their children, okay, they feel that, I can feel at least safe with what is going on here. So please, it's up to you to decide what works for your school.